Alright, does everybody remember when I created a mold to replicate the 5 million year old fossil and I want to do it out of aluminum? Semi-failure? Well, we got some better ideas this time. Stay tuned, we're going to try it again. Alright, nothing you do in life is a failure if you learn by it. If you learn from your mistake, it's a learning experience and not a failure. So that's the way I'm looking at this right here. This is the ones I tested out using this box right here to build that mold. If y'all remember, I'll try to put a link to this video right here if y'all can't remember that. But this is the same box we're going to use right here, right now. But we're going to use something a little different. As y'all remember last time, we used plaster Paris. Well, I did a little study on all, and this is what we're going to use right here. Concrete. But we use a special concrete, crack resistance, fiber reinforced concrete mix. What that should do is keep it together and look at those real fine details on the shell. Hopefully it'll stay together. The plaster Paris definitely would not hold together very well, and as y'all saw in the other video, it cracked on me, and a lot of people will not even say you only get a couple pores out of a plaster Paris mold like that. I'm hoping this one will let me get multiple pores out of it and we'll get some really good results. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So let's get started. We're going to get us we got this bucket here. We're going to use to mix our concrete in. I got to get some water and we'll get started right now. Stay tuned. Alright, we got a little bit of engineering going on this box. What we're going to do, the shell's upside down. It'll be the other way when I lay it in here. But what I'm looking at doing right now is doing a pouring hole here, an air vent hole here, a couple balls in the corner halfway up, so that when we pour it, it makes a little divot in there. So when we pour the next one over, the next mold will have a place to set so it stays straight the whole time. Now, the reason why I'm having to do this right here, if y'all remember the plaster Paris, I could drill right through that, no problem, do a pull hole and everything. Here, not so much, because concrete's a whole lot tougher to drill in for sure, and hopefully it's going to hold up a lot better. But anyway, we're going to have a pour hole and a vent hole this time, and hopefully that will keep it going all the way in. We didn't have that before, a vent hole. That's going to help. And we're going to be pouring from the top this time. It'll be up on its end like this. This will be flipped over, and we'll be pouring straight down into it, filling it up. Hopefully that's going to work this time. And we will be coating everything with Vaseline this time for a release agent. Anytime you put something in there, the concrete would stick to that so bad you might break it getting off. But if you put Vaseline on it, it should pop off with no problem and leave that perfect mold in there so we can pour the liquid aluminum in on it. So, we're going to get started right now, mixing it up, pouring it in here. We kind of got a plan of what we want to do now. So, we're going to get started right now, mixing it up and pouring it in. Here we go. Alright, we got the shell completely coated with Vaseline. Took a while. I want to make sure I got out all the little cracks on so we get a good definition on the shell itself. So we're going to set it right in here, right like this. I want to make sure I work it into all the little grooves in there. Make sure it's in there good. Maybe we should take a little bit up here and kind of go over like this first, maybe. Make sure it's in all these little grooves right here before we put it down in there. Shake it around, get it nice and loose, and let that nice, oh, we gotta get that out of there. We'll have to put it in here so that it goes down right even, just like that. We'll definitely have to put some weight in it to hold it down. Alright, it's looking good, but we gotta get some weight in here so this thing actually goes, it's trying to float. It's trying to float in there, so we're gonna have to put the weight inside this thing to get it down even, all the way around. I got plenty of lead here, so we should be able to do it a little bit differently so we can work on it. a little bit at a time here. Alright, need to bring this back this way a little bit. This way a little bit. I'll wipe all this off in just a second. I think that's going to be close. Alright, let's clean this up on the edge so it sits in there perfect. And when we do the second mold, it'll be looking good. So, a little bit deep here. I might have to come up just a tad on it right here. Almost too much in it, I think. Right there. We just got over a little bit. Right there. Alright, let's clean that up and see how we're doing. Alright, after a little playing, I ended up taking that big piece of lid out, put some smalls just in places where I felt like it was kind of floating in that concrete. I want just as close as I can get to the edge all the way around. So when we put our second half in there, it's right in the center. I might have to play a little bit with this right here. Maybe the vent hole and the fill tube, but that's okay. We can deal with that. But it's looking good, I think, right now. These will have marks. When I pour the other in, they'll set right in the marks so it sits perfect. I think we're looking good. I can't wait to try it out. Hopefully we get a full one this time. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. We'll take this out, clean all this up, once it dries and all. We'll give it a day to dry before we try to take anything out. So, anyway, looking good. I like it so far. Alright, stay tuned. We'll see how it does in another 24 hours. Alright, our mold is looking really good. I actually took it out of the box to see how it's going to look, how easy it came out. It came out really easy. You can see the whole mold right here. The one thing I'm not going to do on this one is I'm not going to take this shell out. I'm afraid I'm going to damage the shell taking it out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put this back in the box. We're going to put a new coating on top of this. We're going to coat this thing really good with Vaseline first. Get it good lubricated up so it will separate. The two halves will separate. Pop that half off, then get the shell out and see what kind of how our imprint looks in it. So let's go ahead and mix up some more concrete, get it in the box, seal it up, put it up to the top, and see how we do. Alright, let's do it. Here we go. Alright, we got it all set. Now let's give it a couple days and we'll check it out. Alright, stay tuned for the result. Alright, it's been 2 days now. I got the mold dry. I don't know how good it's going to do yet, but we're going to pop it out now and see if it'll separate. We put the Vaseline between it. Hopefully it's going to separate in 2 pieces. But we're going to find out right now. I don't know if it will or not. Let's see what we got here. First, got to get out this thing here first. Alright, let's see. I think it's coming out. If not, we can take it up. Take it out. Man, she's tough in here. It's coming though. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Here we go. Here we go. We got it out. Now I don't know how concrete's gonna work yet, but we're gonna test it. First thing I gotta see if this thing will break apart for me. Try to be kind of careful with it because I don't want to break anything here. All right. Not coming apart easy, that's for sure. But that could be a good thing. So let me work on it a little bit and I'll get back to you in just a minute. Alright, after a few hits I can see it starting to crack open right here. Are we ready? Let's get a close-up shot here. We're going to open it. It's the first time I've seen it. Oh, not too bad. I kind of like the looks of that. Got one little thing there, but it's not bad. Now the question is, can we get that out? And let's see if this should come out here. This will be our fill hole right here. And this will be our air vent right here. So let's get this off here. See how this looks right here first. Alright, yep, I think that's going to be good. That's our fill hole right here, so should have plenty of room. You see the open depression I made on it right there. So we'll have plenty of room and an air vent right here. I kind of grind that out just a little bit once I get this shell out. But I think this will do okay. Looking good so far. These are our markers here. See the Vaseline still on it right here. But they should be good markers so you know it fits in there right. So let me work on getting this shell out right here. Once we get this shell out, we can actually put them together, try to pour some liquid aluminum and see what it looks like. Alright, let me work on this shell right here and I'll be back to you in just a little bit. I like it, looking good. Alright, I did damage the shell getting it started, but look at this. It did come loose. Finally, it's not bad. I like it. Not perfect, but not bad. I think it's gonna fill in really well. I'll clean this up a little bit. I can actually go in, and if there's some spots like this, I might be able to kind of fill it in a little bit with some even plaster or something, you know, just to kind of fill it in. But anyway, we'll go ahead and work on that. But I think we're gonna have a pretty decent mold this time that will last more than one pour too, because she's solid. I will have to get any moisture out of this concrete. I'm gonna heat this up in my grill to probably 300 degrees above the 212 boiling point, so that any moisture in it will actually be gone. So we'll definitely, in a slow process, to slowly release it. That way when we pour the hot aluminum in here, we don't have a steam explosion from any moisture left in the mold itself. So we're gonna have to do some work on this. Once I get all this done, we'll be ready to pour. So that'll be in video number 2. Alright, I think it's looking pretty good right now. So stay tuned. We'll work on getting it put back together, clean up a little bit, and do a nice pour in the future before too long. So don't forget to click like, comment below, share, and subscribe to the Gigmaster. We'll be coming up with the next video before you know it.